Hi, Leah. I see that you took some of my advice. One bit of advice that you took is you changed the title. The pictures were, the photographs were not of a walk in Central Park, and so you changed it. And so that's great. I see that you tried to make it more focused. So you tried to really focus on the trees and getting to see these beautiful sights. So it has more focus, and uh, that is a great thing. Um, what there are a couple of things again that are missing, and I'm going to go to your title first. Walk around the city. It doesn't really feel like a walk around the city. You've made a really nice focused photo essay here, and it's all of looking at trees. So, to me, it's not really a walk around the city. It's really a walk of, I don't know, looking at trees or something. So that's one thing. But the other thing that I want to say is, that final slide that you had of the masks laying on the table. While I didn't know that I necessarily thought that they really fit in what you were saying in that last slide, they were powerful and they are important. And I feel that I would never get a chance to see this if I were in school. First of all, do we really feel that that's true? Do we really feel that we don't get to look at trees when we're in school? I'm not sure about that. And what I want to say is that the what you've put, the parts in here that you've added, I guess, that kind of show that this time in your life is different. There's something going on in the world that is different and that has made your life different in some way. And it feels a little bit like an afterthought now. If there's a way for you to get some kind of photograph as you're walking around, really put yourself in these pictures, have yourself with a mask on. Some of the best essays that I've seen so far have photographs of the person who is actually writing the essay, that there's a personal feel to it. So I'm just going to go back and say to you, the couple of things that I'm saying, I'm going to say them to you again, that while it's great that these photographs are now all really focused, and it's great that you changed the title. I still have to say your title, A Walk Around the City, this really does not show a walk around the city. If it was a walk around the city, I probably would see empty streets, I would see closed stores, things like that. And then the other part of it is I'm not really sure what part of this shows something different in your life. The fact that you're looking at trees, I don't know. If you look at my story that I wrote, not the photo essay, the other one where I'm outside and I'm looking up at the trees and I'm thinking about, the flowers blooming and stuff like that. One of the points that I'm trying to make is that, nature doesn't understand what's going on. Nature is going about its business. It's blooming. Birds are coming into the world and singing. And nature doesn't really get that there is this pandemic that we are living with at this moment. And so I'm not, the fact that you don't get to see nature, like I said, it doesn't feel like enough of what it is that you're going through. And what I think was most powerful in your last essay was that final slide with the masks laying on the table. And that thing that you said, that the only place I feel safe is at home with my family. That needs to be back in this essay, that the only place you feel safe is at home with your family. It was the most powerful part. And I'm sorry if you got the impression that that I didn't think that part was important. It was the best. I just wasn't sure that that photo in that exact place was really saying what you wanted it to say. But that photo of those masks, I mean, maybe it starts at the beginning, or I don't know, but being outside and then going back at home with your parents, I think, with your family, and that feeling like that's the only place you feel safe. That's really what you were after here, and you took that part, which was really most powerful, and you kind of put it aside. I think you did that because you were trying to make a more focused essay. But in making it more focused, you lost the bigger idea, and that is that this essay is trying to show that you're living in a time that is very, very different. And like I said, the really powerful idea that you had in the last one, you let go of here. So I am going to ask you to give it another go and to really think about what are the, if you are going to put photographs in, what are the photographs that will show something is different than than it was, than it usually is. And like I said, just looking at the tree, like being able to see the trees, I'm not sure. Looking at nature and seeing nature in a more intimate way, that idea, I think that's a beautiful idea, and that could work too. So, think about that, but really think about getting some of that. I would maybe go back to that last slide that you had in the last one. And again, I just have to say, walk around the city. It's just like a walk in Central Park. It's really not a walk. I mean, if I look at these slides, it's really about something like looking up at the trees or something like that, but not really a walk around the city. Okay, so I'm going to ask you to give it another go, and I would go back to that other essay, and I would get that last slide that you had about only feeling safe at home with the masks, and I would find a way to incorporate that into an essay, because that was the most powerful part of the last one, and it can make this more powerful. But I wouldn't try to just fix this. I would really uh, I would I would reimagine it. But maybe start from that place of the photo with the masks and that last line. Okay,